Are you running an e-commerce business? Then right here I'm going to place a real order. So now let's say I'm going to buy this product, that is butterfly necklace. So I'm going to add it to my cart, and afterwards let's proceed towards the checkout and we will see the working of this amazing automation. So here I'm going to fill this checkout page. So here you can see that I have filled this checkout page, providing my email as smartuser@pabblytunes.com, first name smart, last name user, and here I have entered the address, and here I have provided my payment details. Now let's click over this pay now button for placing the order, and here you can see that my order has been successfully placed. Now let's move on towards my WhatsApp to check whether I'm receiving a WhatsApp message or not. So here you can see that I'm landed to my WhatsApp, and here you can check out that I'm receiving this message which says, "Hi smart user, your order is confirmed and being processed." And here we are getting this order summary, and here you can check out that I'm getting the same item name and the total amount of the order. So now you can see that as soon as I have placed an order, I'm receiving an automated WhatsApp message, and this WhatsApp message also consists of the invoice. So here you can check out that I'm getting this invoice with this WhatsApp message. So now you can also create this amazing automation for your e-commerce business, and I have built in this automation by using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation tool that integrate different of applications and automate your work. And not only these limited applications, Pabbly Connect can integrate thousands of applications. So now you can also automate your business by using Pabbly Connect, which will help you to save your time and reduce your manual efforts. And for creating a workflow, you have to land to your workflow page, which I have opened inside Pabbly Connect. If you are an existing user, then you can definitely open this important window of the Pabbly Connect. But if you are a new user, then you just have to type the Pabbly Connect URL, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL, you will land to the home page of Pabbly, where you will see two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, then you can just click over the sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect, you get 100 free tasks every month for practicing and exploring Pabbly Connect. And if you like this automation and want to buy any of our Pabbly product, then I have bought an amazing offer for you. So right on the screen you can see this coupon code STUYT, which is going to provide you heavy and exclusive discounts on your purchase for the Pabbly. So this is your chance to get instant savings and take your business to the next level with the help of automation. So what are you waiting for? Use this coupon code, which is accessible for yearly and lifetime subscription plans of Pabbly. But I will advise you to firstly test our Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Chat, and if this feels useful for your business, then you can move towards the subscription plans of Pabbly. And if you are an existing user, then you can just select this button of sign in, and I have already opened my workflow page where I'm getting this option for adding the trigger. Now this is the most important window where we are going to create our workflow. So Pabbly Connect basically works on two principles, that is first one is trigger and second one is action. So trigger basically defines the application which is going to initiate our workflow, and action defines the application where we are going to perform some tasks. So here I'm going to select my trigger app as Shopify, as I want to initiate my workflow as soon as an order is received over my Shopify store. So here I'm going to select my trigger app as Shopify. So now let me search for it, and here I'm getting this application, so I'm going to select it. Now I'm going to select my app event as new order, means I want to trigger my Shopify on this particular event. Now let's click over this connect button, and here we are getting this webhook URL with the steps for pasting this webhook URL. So this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge between Shopify and Pabbly Connect for building the connection. So now let's move on towards my Shopify account, and here on the sidebar we are getting this option for settings, where I'm on this page, and here I'm getting this option for notifications which you have to select. And on this notification page I'm getting this option for webhooks, and here I'm going to add my webhook. So for that we just have to click over this create webhook, and here I'm going to select my event as order creation. So I'm going to just select it, and now I'm going to enter the webhook URL which I have recently received. Now let's click over this save button, and here our webhook has been added successfully, and here you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. Now for providing the webhook response, we have to do the test submission, means we have to receive a new order over our Shopify store. So now let's move on towards my Shopify store. So here I'm landed to my Shopify store where I'm going to make a new purchase. Now let's say I'm going to buy this product, that is Midnight Elegance black dress. Now let me select this buy it now, and here I'm landed to my checkout page where I'm going to fill all these details. So here I have filled this checkout page, providing the email of my customer as demoUser@pabblytunes.com, first name demo, last name user, and here I have entered all these details. Now let's click over this pay now button for placing the order. And here you can check out that my order has been successfully placed. Now let's move on towards my Pabbly Connect to check whether my Pabbly Connect is fetching this order detail or not. So here I'm landed to my Pabbly Connect, where you can see 6 seconds ago I have received this response, that is response A, and this response consists of all the fields which I have recently filled. And here you can check out that this is the order details, and here you can check out my customer details as well. So now we have successfully integrated our trigger app, and now firstly we are going to create an automated invoice. So for that I'm going to use my second principle, that is going to be my action app, and here I'm going to select my first action app, that is going to be the Zoho. So here I'm going to search for it, and here you can see that I'm getting this application, that is Zoho. So I'm going to select it. Now I'm going to select my app event as create an invoice. Now let's click over this connect button, and here if you want to go through your existing connection, then you can select this button of existing connection, and for building a new connection you just have to click over this add new connection. And now let's click over this connect with Zoho, and here I'm going to allow the access as my data is saved with Pabbly. So here I'm going to just click over this continue button, and here you can see that my connection has been built in so smoothly, and we are getting all these fields. So the first field we are getting for selecting the organization, which you can select from this drop down, and afterwards I have to select the type of my invoice. So here I'm going to select it as a sales invoice, and now it is asking me to enter the name of the contact. So now I'm not going to manually enter the contact name like this, because I'm going to perform the magic of Pabbly Connect, and that magic is mapping. Now you might be wondering, what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step so that you don't have to enter your values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So here I'm going to map these fields so that my data doesn't get static and I don't have to manually type it. And the process of mapping is simple. You just have to select the field which you want to map, and you have to select this slash symbol, and here we are getting our previous application, that is Shopify. So from the response of the Shopify I'm going to map the name of my lead, so I'm going to search for it, and here you can see that I'm getting the name of my customer, so I'm going to map it, and afterwards I'm going to map the email address likewise. So now let me search for the email. So here I'm getting the email of my customer which I have mapped, and afterwards all these fields are not necessary, and for this field, that is line amount type, I'm going to keep it as line items are exclusive of tax, and afterwards I have selected my currency code as Indian rupees, and for the line item description I'm going to provide its name. So for that I'm going to again perform the mapping. So now let me search for the name of the item, and here you can see that I'm getting the name of my item, so I have mapped it. Now let's map the quantity of my item. So for that again I'm going to search for the quantity, and here I'm getting the quantity of my item which I have mapped, and now here I'm going to map the line item unit amount. So here you can see this is the price of the item, and afterwards, and here I have selected my line item account code as sales, and now for this line item tax type I'm going to select it as tax on purchases, and here I'm going to map the tax amount. So here I'm going to map it from the response, and here you can see this is the total tax which I have mapped. Now we just have to click over this save and send test request, and here you can see that we are receiving this positive response which demonstrate that an invoice might be created. So now let's move on towards my Zoho account to check whether an invoice is created over there or not. So here I'm landed to my Zoho account, where I'm going to refresh this, and here you can see that I'm successfully receiving this invoice where I'm receiving my customer's name as demo user which I have recently filled, and here you can check out the contact details, and here you can see this is the invoice created or generated, and now I'm going to get the link for this invoice. So for that again I'm going to use Zoho as my action app, and now I'm going to select my app event as get an invoice URL. Now let's click over this connect button, and as we have already built in our connection, so I'm going to use my existing connection, and now it is asking me to enter the invoice IDs. So here instead of writing the invoice ID, I'm going to enable this map button, and now I'm going to map the invoice ID received from my previous step. So here I'm going to map it. So here you can see that I'm getting this invoice ID which I'm going to map. Now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see that in the response I'm receiving my invoice URL, and now I'm going to send order details and invoice to my customers by using WhatsApp. So I'm going to use my next action app, that is going to be the WhatsApp Cloud API. So now let me search for it, and here you can see that I'm getting this application, so I'm going to select it, and now I'm going to select my app event as send text message. Now let's click over this connect button, and here I'm landed to my connection page, where for building the new connection you have to enter all these details, and for getting the token, phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID, you can visit this document documentation which will provide you the all necessary steps for generating the token and setting up WhatsApp Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. So you can follow these steps. But as of now, I already set up my WhatsApp Cloud API. So I'm going to move to my API setup page. And here you can see we are getting this option for generate access token, which I'm going to select. And now let me reconnect my Facebook account. And here you can see that I'm getting this token, which I'm going to copy and paste over my Pabbly Connect for building the connection. Now let's get our phone number ID from this API setup page. And I have got it. And afterwards, I'm going to get my WhatsApp business account ID from this API setup page. And I have got all these details. Now let's click over this save button. And here it is asking me to enter my recipient's mobile number. So here you can map the recipient's mobile number likewise. But I'm going to enter my phone number here so that I can show you the response which I'm receiving. So here I'm going to enter my mobile number. So here I have entered my mobile number. Now it is asking me to enter the message. So here you have to enter the message which you want to send to your customers. So here I'm going to enter my message. So here you can see that I'm going to send this message, and after this word hi, I'm going to map the name of my lead or the customer. So here I'm going to search for the name, and here I'm getting the name, so I'm going to map it. Now let's map the order ID. So here I have mapped the order number. Now I'm going to map the name of the item. So here I have mapped the order summary by the response of the Shopify, and now I'm going to map the URL of the invoice which I have recently received by using Zoho. So here I'm going to search for the URL. So here you can see that I'm getting my invoice URL which I have mapped, and now we just have to click over the save and send test request. And here you can see that I'm receiving this positive response. So this demonstrates that a WhatsApp message might be sent. So now let's move on towards my WhatsApp to check whether we are receiving a response over there or not. So here you can see that I'm receiving this WhatsApp message which says, hi demo user, your order is confirmed and being processed. And here you can check out that I'm getting my invoice URL, and here you can see that this is the invoice generated. And now you have seen how amazing this automation is, by using which I'm sending order details with an invoice to my customers. So now you can also create this amazing automation for sending invoices and order details to your customers within the WhatsApp as soon as they place the order. And now you don't have to manually create the invoices and send messages to your customers, because this automation is going to perform all your manual tasks. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Connect now, and I have provided the link of the workflow which I have recently created in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And if you face any doubts or challenges, then don't forget to mention it in the comment section. And make sure to use the coupon code STUYT before buying any of our Pabbly product for getting heavy discounts. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this integration, you can build many more amazing automations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you want to explore pricings and plans that fit your needs, then you can visit the link given over here. And if you have any queries or need assistance, then you can mail us at the email provided. And if you found this video really helpful, then like, share and subscribe our channel for more such automation tutorials. So thanks for watching.